Weekday lunch on Dubai Eye 103.8.
The UAE's #1 talk radio station.
Welcome back into the show. Super excited for my next interview, as I'm glad I've got him before he becomes mega famous and I'll never be able to get him in my studio again. Nick Pritchard joins us, young rising jazz star out of London. How are you, Nick?
Fantastic. Thank you, Mark, for having me on. This is my first radio appearance. So
is it really?
I couldn't think of a better place to be.
I think we need to give you an Oscar or a Grammy for that then, don't we? A radio Grammy. Well, I'm very honoured to be the first person to chat with you because you are making big waves, not only here in Dubai, but back in the UK jazz scene as well. So tell me a bit about yourself, where you're from and how you got into music originally.
I'm based in London, back and forth between Dubai and London, and I, from a young age, always had this connection to the golden oldies, the 40s, 50s, 60s, Sinatra, Elvis, Rat Pack. For some reason, I really took to that kind of music. And even when I was 12, 13, doing these sort of school shows, turning up the stage and doing Feeling Good, like birds flying high. And then people would be like, how is this coming out of this 13-year-old
little lad,
little boy? So for some reason, I don't know why, I've always felt a real connection to that era of music. And over the last 5 years, I've been I've had a career as a jazz and swing singer across UK and Dubai. I started off busking in the streets of London.
Really?
And fast forward now, I mean, I've played for the Sheikhs out here. I've done shows at Dubai Opera. And it's been an amazing
journey. Yeah,
it's been an incredible journey.
I mean, were your mum and dad into this style of music? Was it playing around your home when you were growing up?
Back then, we had a CD Walkman player, and we only had 2 CDs. One of them was a Bublé CD, and one of them was an Elvis CD.
Well, there you go.
Eight tracks on each one, and I would just listen to them over and over and over again. And that's what's inspired me, is that era of music, and that's what's inspired this song. And after the last 5 years, I've thought, okay, you know, it's been a great journey, but how can I make this commercial? How can we hit a wide audience, a younger audience? How can we bring on this music to a younger generation? Because Tony Bennett died last year. And they said that he was the sort of last of the great, that great era
crooners.
of crooners.
Kind of,
And Bublé is continuing the flag. And I think we need someone coming up to continue that genre of music, find something that appeals to a younger crowd and gets them listening to these amazing, amazing songs.
Yeah, and they are amazing songs. There's no two ways about it. And, you know, I think one listen and, you know, a lot of young people, bam, will be right into it. I mean, coming from London, the jazz scene there is just bubbling, isn't it? I mean, you know, getting into it, how was that? You know, it's all right sitting in your living room thinking, oh, I like that music and I want to sing a little bit at school, but breaking into the jazz scene in London is not an easy thing to do.
It's not easy, and it's very much a clique, I think. Once you're in, I think you opens up doors. My iteration was I was busking for about a year and a half, you know, hours and hours a day, in the cold, the snow, the rain.
Oh no!
And I had my cards. I'd give them out to people, and you know, they take them to their events. And from that, I started to get in a couple of the restaurants in London. And then people said, "Hang on, come down to these members clubs and do it there." And it was a slow iteration, but each step of the way, it was clear that the trajectory was going the way that I wanted it to. And then in these members clubs, you had these clients that were willing to bring you all around the world to do certain shows and weddings and stuff like this, and that's been the iteration. There hasn't been a point where overnight I suddenly thought, oh wow, I'm at Dubai Opera in front of 2,500 people. It was just a slow and steady thing. It's been a journey. It's been an absolute journey. So what brought you to Dubai originally? You know, where's the connect? I'm trying to work out this London-Dubai connection. Well, during the lockdown, actually, the only place that you could still perform at a certain point in time was over here. So I came over here just to sort of see what the scene was like, met a few people, and then I got a call almost a year later saying, would you want to come and do this show? We've been following your social media. We like what you're doing. And I ended up playing out at Dubai Opera with the big band. I've done a few shows for them now.
And the Dubai Opera big band are brilliant.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely. And that opened up doors here in Dubai, and I've been spending quite a bit of time here. I come for about 3-4 months of the year, private shows, but also public shows. I've played at quite a few venues now around town. And I love it. I mean, how can you not love Dubai? This place is fantastic. As you know, I mean, you've been here a while.
It's a fairy tale, a long time, Now, you've written a tune, you've just released it called 1961. What's the significance of that title?
Well, it's a very specific date, 1961. And the reason for that date is, there's a number of reasons. I was doing these TikTok videos and I was singing to songs and writing the date after them. And I started to realise a lot of my favourite songs were that date, 1961.
Oh, okay.
Like some of the rock and roll songs, and Run Around Sue, and like these sort of classics. And all of the songs that I tend to sing are from the 40s, 50s, 60s. But anything past 1961, I started to realise I'm not singing too many songs past that point. So that was what I thought, you know what? In the song it says, I'll stick around till 1961. I love the music from that era. I love the elements of that time in life, and I almost feel like if I could get transported back in life, maybe I'd be in the 40s, 50s, 60s period of time.
Yeah, because I mean, the marketing of this song as well, I mean, there's lots going on social media, and the actual picture side of it all, you know, sees you almost kind of paying homage to some of the greats, you know, the greats, Marilyn Monroe for sure.
Yeah, it so happens that 1961 is also when Marilyn Monroe was sort of at the height of that. She was having this thing with John F. Kennedy at the time. So we did a little play on that on the artwork, where I was styled as JFK and there was a Marilyn Monroe style character behind us. And as it happened, that was 1961 in the context of things was also when JFK was inaugurated. So we tried to pull all these factors into what does it mean, 1961? What happened during that time?
Yeah.
And this is almost like I made a little joke, is if I was running for president, this is my manifesto. These are the sort of things that I love from that era.
Yeah. So you've written all of this and you know, the music I'm sure you were very much involved with.
Absolutely, and this is my first body of original music. I wrote with two producers back in London, Penguin and Kay. They did a fantastic job.
Interesting names.
Great names. And the concept was they do a song in a day. So we arrived 7 p.m. We didn't get out till 5 a.m. And we spent the entire time, by the time we left that studio, the concept of the song, the demo lines, everything was there, done.
So it's written overnight.
Written overnight.
Yeah. We're going to hear it right now. Once again, this is Nick Pritchard with his latest release, 1961.
Take me back to the good old days, bowler hats and masquerades. Take me back to when the times were fun. Let me take you for a ride, old blue eyes sings and you do the jive. Fly me back to times where I belong. I'm talking jazz, I'm talking swing, that kind of groove that makes me wanna sing. Give me some glam, give me some glitz. Suit and tie, I'm putting on the Ritz. Take me back to the good old days where the swinging band and the jukebox plays. Take me back to when the times were fun. Red lipstick and cigarettes, pin-up girls in blue Corvettes. I'll stick around till 1961. I'm talking jazz, I'm talking swing, that kind of groove that makes me wanna sing. Give me some glam, give me some glitz. Suit and tie, I'm putting on the Ritz. I'm talking swing, that kind of groove that makes me wanna sing. Give me some glam, give me some glitz. Suit and tie, I'm putting on the Ritz. I'm talking jazz, I'm talking swing, that kind of groove that makes me wanna sing. Give me some glam, give me some glitz. Suit and tie, I'm putting on the Ritz. I'm talking jazz, I'm talking swing, that kind of
Oh, yeah, absolutely love it. And you've really captured that time, I think. That time in, in musical history, you've really captured with the horn section, lovely string introduction, and it really sounds like it was recorded back then. There's a bit of Kid Creole and the Coconuts in there as well. I love it, absolutely love it. Message coming in from Finn, I love it as well. So you've got 2 fans already, Nick.
There you go.
So it was just released, a couple of days ago, I think?
This Friday, yeah. It's very fresh, less than 48 hours it's been out, yeah.
Okay, and how's it been received?
So far, so good. We've had a lot of good interaction. There's a music video coming out this Friday now, and we're hoping that it's a body of work of 4 songs, and we're going to be releasing every 6 weeks now. And the idea is that with each song, it's getting out there more and more exposure, with the idea to take it.
And are these 4 originals?
All originals.
All originals.
Yeah.
In a similar vein, in a jazz vein, or
they are more sliding towards commercial.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because we want to start hitting this wider audience and bringing them back to the shows that I do, which is jazz, swing, and in a fresh new way. Yeah.
Right, we're going to come back and find out where we can see you performing in Dubai. We've got a little bit of television to talk about as well, and films from the very talented Nick Pritchard.
This is Dubai Eye 103.8.
You're listening to Lloyd's Sunday Lunch.
Why continue struggling with calculations, reports, and keeping up